afternoon or evening or whatever time of day it is that you're watching this video. So today we're going to talk about some healthy eating habits that you can incorporate into your lifestyle to help cut back on calories and binging and just improve your nutrition and overall health. So tip number one is to drink more water. Our bodies are made up of about 60% water, so it's really important to make sure that we're staying hydrated and getting enough water into our bodies so that way it can function properly. A great habit to get into is carrying a bottle of water with you wherever you go and then just sipping on it throughout the day. This will make sure that you don't get dehydrated. Another great substitution to make is to drink water with your meals instead of ordering high sugar, high calorie beverages. First of all, the sugar will dehydrate you more, and second of all, water is free and it's 0 calories. I personally love to order water with lemon when I go out to restaurants, and I always end up drinking way more water with dinner than I do at other times of the day, just because as I'm talking with people, I just like to have something to drink. And I'll usually end up drinking about 3 glasses of water, which is awesome. And the lemon just makes it taste better for me, at least. It seems more fun and exciting than just drinking plain boring water. But yes, like I said, water is 0 calories and it's free, so not only will it cut down a little bit on your restaurant bill, but it will also help you to feel more full because you're putting those liquids into you so you don't eat quite as much as well. Tip number 2 is to ration your snack portions. So instead of grabbing the whole bag of chips or the whole box of cookies and sitting down in front of the TV or wherever it is that you usually eat your snacks, it's better to portion them out ahead of time. So like dump some out into a little baggie or on a little plate or in a bowl, and then put the rest of them away and then just eat what you have with you. This will help from that binge eating that happens, especially when you're watching TV. You're not paying attention to what you're eating. You just keep stuffing your face, and that is how entire bags of chips and entire boxes of cookies get eaten in one setting. So it's a really small thing to do, and I know it's tempting to just grab the whole bag, but it's going to be better for you in the long run to just pick out ahead of time what you want to eat and be more conscious of it. My next piece of advice is don't starve yourself. If you feel hungry, your body's telling you that it needs food, so just eat until you're satisfied. You don't have to eat and stuff yourself until you're full, but just eat until you're not hungry anymore. Many health and nutritionist experts say that it's better to eat 6 small meals throughout the day than it is to eat 3 large meals. And that's because if you're eating a little bit throughout the day, your body's metabolizing it faster. Whereas if you starve yourself, your body enters into starvation mode because it's afraid that it's not going to get what it needs. So it feels like it needs to hold on to the nutrients that it has in it already. And then when you do finally eat, it's not going to metabolize as quickly. It's just going to hold on to all those calories and fat and everything that you're giving it. So don't starve yourself. If you're hungry, just eat. But again, only until you feel satisfied. And that brings me into my next tip, which is don't deprive yourself of cravings. At least for me, I know that if I have a craving and then I keep depriving myself of it, eventually I'm gonna cave and I'm gonna binge on it. So if you're really craving something, go ahead and have it, but just eat a little bit of it. You don't have to go crazy and eat a ton of it, especially if it's unhealthy, of course. Like for me, whenever I'm craving a certain dessert or a certain food, usually just having a couple bites of it is enough, and then I feel like I satisfied that craving and I can move on. Another important habit to get into is meal planning for the week ahead of time. This is one that I struggle with on a consistent basis, but I find that when I do meal plan for the week ahead of time, I end up eating way more healthy and I end up cooking at home and having good home cooked food. Whereas when I don't meal plan, I end up coming home tired from work and I have no idea what to make. I don't even know what we have. So I end up just ordering takeout or some fast food or something that's unhealthy to eat for dinners, and then we end up spending more money and end up, eating more unhealthy. So it's definitely a good habit to get into and planning out some healthy meals ahead of time so that way you're mentally prepared for what's going to go on during the week and you end up getting better quality food. And my last tip for today seems like a no-brainer, but it's simply just to cut out processed foods. Things that generally come frozen in a package, in a can, in a box, are processed foods, and they contain a lot of junk that our body doesn't need. So whenever you can, try to get fresh fruits and vegetables and meats and, just cook at home, make it yourself. It's a little bit extra work sometimes, but in the long run, it's gonna do a lot better for your body. And the same thing goes for refined carbohydrates. Instead of getting white bread, get a more complex carbohydrate like a whole grain bread. Or instead of white rice, try brown rice. Instead of white flour, try wheat flour. And instead of white sugar, try like organic cane sugar or coconut sugar. And just try making little substitutions like that into your diet. And in the long run, that'll help you out a little bit too. And you can just feel better knowing that you're doing better for your body. So that's all I have for you for today. I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any comments or suggestions on future topics for videos, then please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. Also, if you have not subscribed already, then you can do that right now at the end of this video. And that's all I got for you for today, so I will see you in my next video. Bye!